Are you looking for a weapon to completely shred the Giga Chads running around in Class 6 armor? How about an SMG that also performs fantastically at long range? Looking for something small but mighty? No, this isn't a dick joke, it's an intro to another Escape From Tarkov guide. I'm All Fun and James Zero, and today I'm going to be looking at one of my favourite SMGs in Tarkov, why it's one of the best, and how to obtain it. Just quickly before that though, if you get through this video and find any of it useful and or interesting, then please consider subscribing to the channel, as it's really helpful for me as an aspiring content creator. Many thanks. So without further ado, let's get into it. As you will have probably figured out from the clips by now, I am of course talking about the P90. This gun is iconic with its easily recognisable, compact bullpup design, and in terms of aesthetics is one of the coolest guns in the game in my opinion. But it's not just stylish, it's also a formidable gun that absolutely destroys everything in its path. Even late in the wipe, it still holds up against Class 6 armor because of its 50 round mags, insane rate of fire, and its solid ammunition. But why the P90 specifically? What makes it better than other SMGs? One of the main reasons is the ammunition available for the P90, and more importantly, how accessible it is compared to other armor penetrating SMG rounds. With patch 12.11 came changes to the availability of armor penetrating SMG rounds. Specifically, 7N31 and AP 6.3 9mm rounds were removed from Prapor and Peacekeeper respectively. So whilst the 9mm Vector and the various MP SMGs are still solid weapons, it's a lot harder to come by the ammunition that's going to get you the kills. Similarly, the APSX for the MP7 is and always has been really expensive. So even though it's the highest pen SMG round, it can be a bit off-putting when 1 second of shooting costs about 80k rubles. By comparison, the highest armor penetration P90 round, SS190, costs a measly $3.50 per round, which is approximately 400 rubles. SS190 rounds do 49 damage and have 37 pen, which will reliably penetrate Class 4 and below on the first shot. And as I said previously, the large magazines and rate of fire mean that a full auto P90 can easily take down Chads in Class 5 and 6 armor as well.
I can't believe you've done this.
Another reason I'm such a big fan of the P90 is its performance at long range. If you have the longer barrel version of the gun, the accuracy is incredible for an SMG class weapon. In fact, it's actually more accurate than an SKS and is almost as accurate as DMRs such as the SR25. When you combine this with the respectable muzzle velocity, which means there will be less bullet drop over distance, you end up with an SMG that can reliably land headshots at over 100 meters. So we've talked about why it's so good, but how do I actually obtain a P90 and its ammunition? You could of course buy one off the flea, but for the most part they come with bits missing, less than full durability, and are often quite expensive. Instead, I would recommend using what I think is one of the best barter trades in the game. For this barter trade, and to be able to buy the ammunition, you'll need to have Peacekeeper at level 3. To unlock Peacekeeper level 3, you will need to be level 24, have at least 0.3 rep with him, and have a transaction total of $25,000, which is the sum of the money changed hands between the two of you when you buy and sell from him. Once you have level 3 Peacekeeper, you'll find that he has a barter trade for a P90 that already has the long barrel attachment. This barter trade requires 2 military cables, which usually sell for 35 to 40k rubles on the flea market. Now, 70 to 80k might sound like a lot for a gun, but you've got to remember that this thing comes pretty much ready to go. You just need to slap a sight on and maybe a tactical flashlight if you're going to be indoors, buy the mags and the ammo, and you're ready to rock. So there you have it, one of, if not the best, SMG in the game for a mere 80,000 rubles. Now go put it to good use. But before you do that though, please consider liking and subscribing. As always, thanks for watching.